It was supposed to be a standard stress test. But halfway through the cycle, the dynamometer shuddered, groaned, and finally snapped its own drive shaft. The engineers at Wysack didn't panic. They simply checked the data, shook their heads, and realized they had accidentally built something that defied the laws of physics. We aren't talking about a modern hypercar. We are talking about the Porsche 935/78, better known to those who whisper it in the dark as Moby Dick. By 1978, Porsche was tired of playing by the rules of the World Sports Car Championship. They took the 911 platform, a chassis never intended for pure prototype speeds, and pushed it into a different dimension. They bored out the flat 6 to 3.2 liters, installed 4-valve water-cooled cylinder heads, and cranked the boost until the twin KKK turbochargers were essentially acting as a pair of industrial-sized lungs. This was the 935 of 78. It produced 845 horsepower. In an era where most cars were lucky to hit 500. When they strapped it into the engine bay test rig, the machine couldn't measure the torque. The sheer violence of the combustion events turned the measuring instrumentation into scrap metal. It didn't just break the limit, it insulted the technology designed to contain it. On the track, it looked like a spaceship that had crash-landed in the pits at Le Mans. The long-tail bodywork was designed for one thing only: absolute, terrifying terminal velocity. It hit 227 miles per hour on the Mulsanne Straight. Keep in mind, this was a car built on the skeleton of a grocery getter from the 60s. It was twitchy. It was loud. It was a widowmaker that demanded perfection every single microsecond. The drivers said it felt like riding a surfboard through a hurricane. The rear end would squat, the wastegates would scream like banshees, and the world would simply blur into a singular, gray smear of asphalt. Porsche eventually retired the car, not because it was slow, but because it had literally outgrown the competition. It was too fast for the regulations, too powerful for the tires, and too dangerous for the circuits of the day. They say they eventually fixed the testing machines. But they never really fixed the car. They didn't have to. You don't tame a beast like Moby Dick. You just point it down the straight, hold on for dear life, and pray that the rest of the world can keep up. Some cars are built to win races. This one was built to prove that engineering boundaries are just suggestions.